good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and what I'm gonna need for y'all to do is to hit that like button, hit that share button, comment a little something, make sure you subscribe, and get these videos running. We gotta get these analytics up, we gotta get it running through the algorithms, and we gotta get it going. Make sure you tap in. Joe Cliff, outside looking in, all that good stuff. You already know the Joe Show. We rocking. Thank y'all. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff. We're here. We have another exclusive. Big shouts out to the Twitter Spaces. The Twitter Spaces been going up. If you know, you know. It started with battle rap. Shouts out to the battle rappers, Sue Surf. You know, everybody that was inside of there. Bum Nitty. All the guys, Battle Rap Bum, you know what I'm saying? All the people that started off the Twitter Spaces, and now they're at a level where you see super celebrities, you see superstars and stuff like that in these Twitter Spaces, utilizing, promoting, and doing things like that. So now we have DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is here talking about his God Did album. God Did, talking about his JayZ feature, talking about his endeavors and things like that. And it's kind of crazy to see where DJ Khaled came from, because if you know the story of him being a DJ, a producer, growing into an executive, a mogul, and all that type of stuff. And this is probably the perfect name for his album. And I'm not gonna lie, when the first single dropped, the single with Drake and Lil Baby, I was kind of confused, didn't know which direction the album was taking, but the album dropped, and the album is fire. I've been listening to the album non-stop, honestly. Good selection of beats, good selection of artists, like always. This time, I think he actually took a little more time putting this album together, as far as like the artists that he put together, the singles and stuff like that, because I didn't know where he was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? It could be hit or miss with a DJ Khaled album, especially the compilations. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But he came through. The album's fire. God Did. Make sure you guys go stream that album. And here I'm gonna drop it. He is in the Twitter Spaces right now, talking about his album, talking about everything that he has going on, everything that he's doing. And you know, we're trying to stay in tune, we're trying to stay focused, we're trying to keep up with everything that's going on. So I'm gonna continue to drop this content, continue to work hard. This your boy Joe Cliff. Hit them thumbs up, like this. Make sure you share, subscribe, comment what you guys think about the album. What's your favorite song on the album? What did you think about the JayZ verse on the album? We are here. This your boy Joe Cliff. Holla at me. What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff. We are here. It's getting crazy. Big shouts out to everybody out there. Before you do anything, make sure you hit them likes up. Hit that likes up. Hit them thumb buttons. You know what I'm saying? Hit that likes up. Make sure hit that. You know what I'm saying? But
my album. So I was like, yo, Hov, you know I need you. In Alaska. It's nothing you could do about it. And the music spoke to Hov. And he just reminded people what Hov did. If anything, he gonna give you motherfucking hope. Cause he my idol. He's one of my idols. And I tell you every day, I'm not scared to show my brother love. The man does so much for me that this shit, man, that tear on my album is the motherfucking tears of joy. That ain't no fucking tears of y'all motherfuckers not believing in the God. That's fucking tears of joy. I'm fucking happy.
Cal, hold on.
You think Cal, this? Hello? What happened?
So magic about to happen. One, two. You there?
Yo, Hov. Hov is on.
He's here, Cal.
Yo, Hov did.
His speaker moving, but he can't hear him.
Yeah.
I just see him pop up. Jamie,
yeah. You said Candyman 3 times, man. He popped up, man. That's
it.
Yo,
Jay. Oh shit! I think I see his name. Jamie just came in here running in here, and she said JayZ's on.
Oh, he's here. Believe that.
But yo, Jay, if you on, brother, I love you, man. I love you, brother. Like how you bless my album. You always bless me. But how you blessed my album, it wasn't just for me, it was for the fucking world. This shit is special, bro. I'm motherfucking shaking right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, his speaker's moving, but I can't hear him.
Oh, you there? Maybe he has to log on and log off and come back on. It
Maybe
might just be
somebody
a bad
calling the
connection.
phone like they was calling mine. Like that should be it'd be interrupting the talk if somebody's calling you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nah, God did people, man. Like I know I started off this call thanking the fans, but y'all gotta understand I appreciate because I love is felt on another level, man. I'm getting so many phone calls. I'm watching y'all's reactions and it's just truly unbelievable, man. Just to embrace this love, man, because it's nothing like working so fucking hard, getting no sleep, and when they finally get the product, the music, and people love it, it's the best feeling in the world, man.
Or Cal, and as we wait for Jay, obviously, Hove, when your situation get right, your connection get right, just jump on in. But
Yo,
it,
can you hear me?
there you go. Yup, we got you
Yo,
now.
Okay.
ho, yo,
There
ho,
we go.
Yo, yo,
yo,
boat
ho,
vibes, boat
ho,
vibes. My bad. Boat
Jigga,
vibes.
what's
My
good,
bad.
Jigga?
What's
Speak
up?
Boat
it,
What's
vibe.
up, Khaled? You
man.
heard?
I love you, brother, man. Like, thank you for
Uh,
blessing us. Thank you for blessing us, the world. You know what I mean? We appreciate you, man. You know, you inspire all of us, not just me, all of us. We love you, man.
that's love, man. Appreciate that. Love, man.
Hove, I got
Congratulations
to.
too.
Thank you.
Congratulations on an amazing album, Khaled. People think it's easy. It's not easy to pull these people together and get greatness out of them and you know you deal with so many egos and because everybody want to be the best and everybody's trying to whatever it is, but to it's an amazing display of unity. um, it feels like an all-star game when these albums come out. It's like a beautiful time for the culture. Everybody's tapped in and tuned in. No matter what they tell you, they all tapped in and they all tuned in, and everybody want to be on them joints too. Believe that.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Nah, man, what you did was something, when I my first reaction when I got the verse, just playing the record for you that day was you giving me the time and cracking it. I'm just gonna tell it in real time, people. The man walked in there with champagne, you know what I'm saying? The music was playing, the cigar got lit, a bottle got cracked open, and the vibe started happening. I don't know if I got a chance to tell the story, but I seen a clip of Guru saying you knocked that shit out in one verse. And I was saying to myself, I remember when Hove hit us, he was like, yo, get studio at blah, blah, blah. Make sure Guru's there. I got to catch the helicopter at 8. I'm going to probably show up around 7.
Yeah, but I
And
was cheating. Gu ain't tell that part. Gu ain't tell that part. So while we was waiting for you to send the beat, it was just playing the beat with inside the control room. So I was going through it a couple times. Uh, I was going through it a couple times while we waiting for the and I was just rapping over like any part. It just kept looping and like drops was happening in the wrong place.
I
And
know.
so I just yeah. I think I sent it to you like that, right? I don't know.
Like that.
I'm not sure.
So Hove rapped over the hook, the breaks, because Guru was waiting for me to send the
Yeah,
instrumental. When you sent it back, I was like,
yeah,
this man rapping over the hook.
yeah. So so I cheated a couple times before I went in the booth. But I was saying it inside the control room, and then so when I went in the booth, it was pretty much a done deal.
Hove, if I may just get into the verse, because me, myself, Guru, my man Frazier, we all kind of talking about the verse. And what I kind of got out of it, just remembering in the early days of hip hop and how we've always been aspirational as a culture. And, in our music, even thinking about early records like Special Ed, I Got It Made was so aspirational. Like, right? Guru pointed out just to own a percent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we wanted, or a Honda scooter or something like that. And your verse to me, and if I'm off base, tell me, is it, obviously we still have aspirations, but it's so much about actualization. And you're obviously telling your story, but I think it's hip hop story as well of how we grew and the bar and the level has been raised. Is that reading too much into it, or was that what you were going for?
No, 100%. No, 100%. It's like, first of all, you got to remember, hip hop was demonized when we first came out, and then we were underestimated, right? Like Khaled said, they didn't believe in us. And remember, hip hop was a fad. I mean, you do your history. Like, there was a whole thing where it was like this music is a fad, it's blah 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 blah. And then after they couldn't get rid of us, they demonized us and they start like driving tractors over our CDs and things like that. This is all history. So this for me feels like, the end where the villain survives, doesn't go to jail, but gets to pop more shit. So it's like it's that feeling. I don't know if we've ever felt, or ever been vocalized in this way and it be all true. That the thing that makes me most proud of everything, every word I said in that thing is actual fact. um which is, that for me is it's a challenging thing to do, like to rap that long and every single bar is just like actual fact. And as far as like hip hop, the idea of, rest in peace Tilo, like that's Tata's brother, Trance. um like and then like uh, a lot of fallen soldiers, that's Biggie, that's Pop. Kicking snow off of Frozen Tim, that's people that go unnamed that you guys don't know about. Like it's so much in my life in there. And then there's like the way I connect overseas. Caddy, you know Caddy's story, I guess he could tell it on his own. um like just that, how powerful the music is, the reach of the music, and um where we come. So yeah, you're 100% on point.
Word. Do you ever get to a point, and obviously, right, this has been your story, but what makes now the right time to say, like, there's things, and even Guru said it, and him knowing you, there's things on this record that maybe he thought you'd never say, or, that you haven't said before, or things that you revealed, and some of it is like a dog whistle. What makes now the right time, and do you self censor, or sometimes do you come up with something and you be like, you know what, that's too much. Let me save that for later.
Yeah, because it's been 30 years.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've, I don't know if I self censor. I'm aware of the timing of things. Um, I think that, again, some of these things are out of my control. It's just the way the world works and the universe works. Just, Cali came at this specific time. There's sometimes I like a beat, or I like a song and the timing ain't right, or you know the timing is right and I don't like a song. It's so much that goes into like um getting these things done these days. I have a lot of things on my plate, so sometimes it's just out of my control. It just was the right time, right place, um, right space in life, um, and it just happened. It's just this is just magic. It's really out of our control.
Last question, and just because, I mean, this is Khaled's moment, right? There's the God Did moment. Obviously, you were such a major part of that, but so many artists were a part of that. A lyric like, when you start going into how many billionaires can come from Hove's crib. I count three: me, Ye, and Ree, and Bron, technically, right? It makes me think. It makes me go back to when you did the Drake verse and said, "I made more millionaires than the Lotto did," and that was a flex. And maybe that was about 10 years ago at this point. Like, can you talk about the evolution of not just getting it for yourself, but being able to get it for other people around you, and make other people, put other people in position, and really in the span of 10 years going from being able to say millions on a rap record to now saying billionaires?
Yeah, and we're not gonna stop. This the hip hop is young. We still growing, and we're not falling for that technology, whatever you know this public puts out there. now that, before was the American dream. Pull yourself out of bootstraps and you can make it in America. All these lies that America told us our whole life. And then when we start getting it, they try to lock us out of it. They start inventing words like, capitalist and, things like that. I mean, we've been called nigger and monkeys and shit. I don't care. Those words y'all come up with, y'all got to come up with stronger words. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about you. The words they come up with, they got to come up with stronger words. We're not going to stop. We're not going to be tricked out of our position. Y'all locked us out. Y'all created a system that, doesn't include us. We said, fine. We went our alternate route. We created this music. We did our thing. We hustled. We fucking killed ourselves to get to this space. And, now it's like, eat the rich and think, man, we're not stopping. So that evolution is, from us, we came from selling 7 records and selling records out our trunk and, no radio play. And I think Reasonable Doubt did 36,000 the first week or something like that. I may be adding a little to it. So, I come from Marcy Projects. My first house, 615 Lexington Avenue. My grandmother's house, 7 families lived. Like, she has 7 kids. My mother and, my parents and siblings lived in that house. My aunt Niecy lived in that house. Hootie lived in that house. Butchie lived in the basement. I mean, this is one house. I went back to that house. I did an interview with Oprah, and I couldn't believe how small this house was, that all of us lived in that house. So again, that evolution that you speak of, it's just real and it's happening in real time, and I'm talking about it. And we're not going to stop, and we're not going to stop talking about it. They're not going to trick us out of and make us feel ashamed to be successful in a place that set up a system for us to be dead at 21. No, sir. No,
That's
not
right.
us.
Jay, we gave him his flowers earlier, but I just wanted to acknowledge Ari in the room for that amazing piece that he did on your verse.
Yeah, Ari, that was an amazing piece. I appreciate that. Again, in the verse, I say, my only goal is to make a real feel seen. You know, and when somebody break it down in that way, we all feel seen. And it wasn't me. I got calls from everybody like, man, we needed that right there, or that was amazing, or Ferg hit me up like, we needed that right there, like, so people to articulate and understand what we're going through. You know. So that was amazing job.
I'm honored to be listening to you. It's crazy, and I'll just say one thing. What we mentioned earlier, before you joined, Khaled and everybody, one person was asking about, well, do you write this in a day? And I was saying, I've been listening to you guys my whole life. Your work and the work of hip hop artists who've explained the real stories and history that wasn't always in the history books is why I did civil rights law, and then now I do journalism. And so you've been teaching people for so long, and as we explored there's people who don't listen, which is why you get that Mike Wallace moment. But when we, as a team, and I work with a team in my group at the MSNBC, when we write something like that and we go through the archives and we look through what you're doing, we're drawing on years of listening to you. So it's like it's an honor to be up here just listening to you tonight. But you laid it all out. You've laid it out before, where the hammer's rung, the news cameras never come, and the stories that are not only systematically ignored, they're lied on, and that ruins people's lives. And the last thing I'll say, and then I'll get back to y'all, the way you showed through your life and other people's lives, the arbitrary moving on either side of the law. The laws keep changing. The laws are enforced in racist ways. The way you show your life, you've been moving in and out of that way. I don't understand it all. I'm just learning. I'm listening. But the way you expose that, and I wonder for years whether people will study this verse and fully understand the poetry is as impressive as the life. It's an autobiography of a life story of achievement against the odds. It's extraordinary. Thank you for having me today.
Good man. Appreciate that.
Wow, I'm gonna always have smoke for them. Khaled, where we at, Cal? How you feeling, Cal? This the most quiet Cal been
Yo,
since we started this thing. I think he's speechless. What's going on? Well, we'll wait for Khaled to get that.
Hit mute.
I
Got to
said,
hit mute.
Rob, I said, when the God is on, you listen. You don't
Nah,
interrupt. You let everything come clear and clarity. You listen. When the God is on, you listen, Rob.